candidates for graduation from their college.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present for your confirmation the candidates for graduation under the College of Informatics and Computing Sciences, Alangilan. Master of Science in Information Technology. Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, major in Management Information System. Major in Business Analytics. Major in Network Technology. And major in Service Management. They have successfully completed all the academic requirements of their respective curricula as prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education and approved by the Board of Regents. Mr. President, the candidates for graduation.
Dr. 𝗕𝘁𝗺𝗵𝗀, Dean of the College of Industrial Technology, will present the candidates for graduation from the college.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present for your confirmation the candidates for graduation under the College of Industrial Technology, Alangilan. Bachelor of Industrial Technology, major in Automotive Technology, major in Electrical Technology, major in Food Technology. The BIT Ladderized Program, Technician Training Course, major in Instrumentation and Control Technology, major in Drafting Technology, major in Mechanical Technology. They have successfully completed all the academic requirements of the respective curricula as prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education and approved by the Board of Regents. Mr. President, the candidates for graduation.
Dr. 𝗕𝘅𝗶𝗃𝗿𝗀, Head of Academic Affairs of BatStateU Mabini, will present the candidates for graduation from the campus.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present for your confirmation the candidates for graduation under the College batch. Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, major in Business Analytics. They have successfully completed all the academic requirements of their respective curriculum as prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education and approved by the Board of Regents. Mr. President.
And the University President for the confirmation of graduates.
By virtue of the authority vested upon me by the Board of Regents of Batangas State University, the National Engineering University, and upon the recommendation of the University Academic Council, I, Dr. 𝗕𝘁𝗺𝗵𝗀𝗀, University President, now confirm you graduates with all the rights, honors, privileges, and obligations appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Once again, a warm round of applause for our graduates. And another warm round of applause for the parents and the guardians who share this accomplishment with them. Please be seated. May I call on our university president to deliver his message and to formally introduce our guest of honor and speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. 𝗘𝘅𝗶𝗃𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀.
To our guest of honor and speaker, whom I will be introducing a little later, the members of the Board of Regents, the Vice Presidents, Chancellors of constituent campuses, campus directors of extension campuses, members of the faculty, college dean, administrative staff, parents, graduates, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. First, on behalf of Batangas State University, let me congratulate all of you, our dear graduates, for making it in today's graduation. This is your day. Congratulations. And of course, the same goes to our parents. Sa atin pong sa totohanan lamang, ang graduation naman talaga ay graduation ng mga magulang. Hindi graduation ng mga bata lamang. Sapagkat ang mga parents ang gagraduate ngayon. Gagraduate sa pagbibigay ng gastusin, gagraduate sa pag-aalaala, gagraduate sa pagsasabi ng kung ano-ano sa ating mga anak. Kaya kayo ho ay graduate na ngayon. Congratulations po sa inyong lahat. Sabi nga sa atin sa Batangas ay talagang nakaraos din. Ano ho? Sa loob ng 4 na taon. 2 years, pandemic. 2 years, pre-pandemic. May kakaiba kayong karanasan sa ating mga graduates. Siguro yung 2 years before 2019, eh okay yan. But the second or the next 2 years is different. Hindi ko alam ang naging experience ninyo. Sa loob ng 2 taon, tumago-tago kayo sa likod ng inyong camera, nagpatay-patay ng video, kunyari walang connection, Ay talaga nga namang nakaraos din, Talaga. Ay gagraduate din yung iba'y cum laude pa, Ngayon yata yung school year na ang pinakamadaming cum laude, Sabi ko nga kahapon, kung makalawa, mas marami pa ang cum laude kaysa sa hindi, For the last, actually, ngayon pong season na ito, this 2022, ang may pinakamahabang graduation ceremony sa Batangas State University. Nagsimula po kami noong Lunes. Matatapos po ito sa susunod na Lunes, puwera linggo, kahit Sabado meron. Umaga hapon po ang graduation dito sa Batangas State University. Kaya nung umaga meron. Kaya biruin ninyo ang ginagawa namin. Pagkaalis ninyo, dali-dali sa umaga, i-disinfect, magpapalit ng tarpaulin para sa hapon na speaker. No. So why did we do this? Since the very first quarter of this year, the administration of Batangas State University really planned on how to make our graduation ceremonies face-to-face. Sapagkat ang dami ho nating natatanggap ng mga request, communication, emails from parents abroad requesting baka pwedeng malaman na ang schedule ng face-to-face graduation at sila'y bibili ng ticket para maka-attend ng graduation ng kanilang anak. Kaya po, minanage natin nasa, imagine, 14 na graduation ceremonies. Itong sinabi ko sa inyong ito, Lunes pa sinasabi ko na ito. No? Kaya yung kasamahan ko sa executive committee, utang-utana ng pakikinig sa akin ito. Kaya pareho tayong walang options. So, but I have to share Do this for the parents. And we are giving out your diploma, actual diploma. Sa iba kasi, binilot na papel, pagbukas mo may nakalagay, congratulations. Dito, talagang totoong diploma ang matatanggap ninyo. Imagine, kulang-kulang 7,000 yan. Kaya ho, pagkakatapos ng graduation, mamaya paperma ako ng diploma para bukas. No? It must be originally signed. Sa loob-loob ko lang, kahit nangangawit ang kamay ko ng pagpirma, ito naman ay 4 na taong pinagbunuan itong mga batang ito na 2 taong patago-tago sa camera. Ano? Eh, okay na rin sa akin. Ano? Okay. Yan ang tagumpay ng ating mga magulang. At sabi nga ng ating mga ibang commencement speaker, ay di resibo ng gastos, no? Ang diploma. Ganyan na lamang ang kaligayahan ng mga magulang na makita ang mga anak nag-graduate. Sa awa ng Diyos, baka naman ako'y makakapagpahinga na ng pagbibigay ng baon at sila naman ang magbibigay ng pera sa amin. Sana'y huwag muna mag-asawa. No? Ang Batangas State University po ay tuwang-tuwa na makita kayo sa ganyang kalagayan. Ano? Mga naka-makeup, mga naka-face mask. No? Hindi ko malaman ang mga hitsura talaga ninyo. No? So, I see you beautifully here no, on the stage in different colors. No? Iba-iba ng kulay ng inyong mga toga o mga hood. Depende siguro sa kurso. And yung inyong mga magulang naman, siguro kung meron kayong mga hindi gastos, huling gastos na ito, sige, pagbigyan na natin. So, binabati po namin kayo. You deserve our warmest congratulations, commendations, and salute. Congratulations po sa inyong lahat. Hindi ko alam ang plano ninyo sa buhay simula bukas. No? Sapagkat wala nang magtuturo sa inyong teacher ngayon. Ang buhay ninyo ay solo na ninyo as you leave the portals of this university. It's your life now. In fact, what we did, sabi nga, nung kinonfirm ng inyong mga dean, they have successfully completed all the requirements prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education. You have just completed the minimum requirements of the course. Ang totoong requirements ay yung paglabas nyo dito, the requirements of life. You will navigate life yourself. And of course, yung iba sa inyo, kukuha ng board exam, yung iba naman walang board exam, magtatrabaho. Yung iba naman siguro, magpo-pursue ng advanced study or baka master's degree. Wala pa naman mag-PhD kasi baccalaureate pa lang kayo, ano? So, master's degree, hindi ko alam kung anong inyong kukuning master's degree. Pero may isang master's degree na patok ngayon. Marami nag-i-inquire kung mag-o-offer ang Batangas State University. That is, hindi ko alam kung meron pwede sa inyo, IT ba or Mascom ba or whoever. Master of Arts in Relaying Information through Exaggerated Storytelling. In short, Marites. Yeah. Marami ho yan. Yan yung Master of Arts, not Master of Science. Because all exaggerated storytelling. So if you get the acronym, it's Marites. Master of Arts in Relaying Information with through exaggerated storytelling. Kahit nga mga PhD na, gusto pang mag-back enroll diyan sa Master of Arts na yan. Ano? Well, napag-uusapan lang ang plano sa buhay. I hope that you now have a clear plan for your life. That you have planned for that already as you enter Batangas State University and you are already decided as you leave the portals of this university. We are confident that though it's 2-year face-to-face and 2-year online, we did our best for you. We gave our best for you with all the means available, whether online, whether module, or whatever. We believe that we have empowered you as independent learners. You will navigate life yourself. You will learn many things yourself after you leave the portals of this university. And kamakailan, siguro na may nabatid nyo rin or nalaman nyo kasi laganap sa social media or even in other forms of media that last April 11, Batangas State University was declared as the National Engineering University. And you should be glad about it. Alam ninyo, before that declaration, there are only two national universities in the Philippines, University of the Philippines and Mindanao State University. Recently, the third is Batangas State University. So you are now the first graduate of Batangas State University as the National Engineering University. Ano ngayon? Yan ang magandang tanong at siguradong itinatanong ninyo. Ano ngayon? In your diploma, you will have that. Batangas State University, the National Engineering University, that gives us institutional recognition and at the same time, honor, pride, should I say, presumption of competence. That you should prove once you get to a company or to an industry or even to the government. Because that declaration must be accompanied by your responsibility. People are now expecting much from you. It's actually a pressure for all of us that we should deliver more. For Batangas State University, it opens a lot of opportunity, more funding, because our programs now is not only confined to Batangas State University. We are expected to support other universities of engineering. We're expected to support not only state university, but even private universities to help them that Batangas State University should provide progressive leadership in engineering education in the country. Ang Batangas State University po ay hindi paaralan lamang ng taga-Batangas. Dapat po ninyong malaman at dapat kong sabihin sa inyo na ang ating mag-aaral ay nagmumula sa mahigit 40 probinsya sa buong Pilipinas sa kasalukuyan. And because of this declaration, we are confident that more will be coming to Batangas State. We have over 80 provinces all throughout the country, and we expect that the best and the brightest will be coming here to Batangas State University, not only students, but even faculty. With this declaration, we expect more partnerships, not only local, but even foreign partnerships. We expect more grants to come. We expect more industries to come. We can say that all roads now will be leading to Batangas State University after such declaration. And we are prepared to that. We are all equally challenged. If you are challenged, we in the administration are also challenged. And we will do our share in nation building. So, to our graduates, I hope that this recognition, this declaration for Batangas State University will give you a sense of pride, will give you inspiration and motivation to do more, to be more excellent. You are expected to be an excellent performer in whatever field that you will pursue or that you have pursued already. Patunayan natin na tayo talaga'y graduate ng isang national university. The way we think, the way we plan, the way we do, the way we execute, the way we monitor things, it must be done, it must be seen from us as a graduate of a national university. And I hope few years after, you will be coming back kung saan man kayo nakarating. At magbibigay kayo ng kung anumang maiibahagi ninyo, not necessarily pera, it may be opportunity, it may be partnership, it may be linkages or whatever, para sa development not only of our students, but even of our faculty or the university in general. That's our happiness, to see you coming back. Because as a national university graduate, you are expected to be more patriotic, nationalist. So, isa-isip natin, ito ay responsibilidad nating lahat, hindi lamang ng administrasyon ng Batangas State University, kundi sa ating lahat. Kayo ang haligi ng Batangas State University sa mga komunidad, sa industriya. At yan makikita ang tatak ng isang national university graduate like Batangas State University. That's my challenge to our graduates. And we are confident that you can do that. We believe that we have strengthened you, have empowered you to proceed and to do so. Sa tulong ng ating mga guro, na siguro ay dapat din natin pagpugayan, kayong lahat ay natuto, kayong lahat ay nabihisan bilang isang tunay na Red Spartan, ngayon ay isa ng professional. Kaya siguro, pasalamatan, palakpakan din natin ang ating mga guro. I believe they too must be congratulated for their endurance, for their resilience, sa pagtataguyod sa ating lahat. And of course, to our university officials, because you know, running a university like Batangas State University in the midst of pandemic is no joke. We have to manage everything and to ensure the continuity of teaching and learning, to ensure that maximum learning will be derived by our students in that available facility. And we committed to our parents, what we are doing here at Batangas State University is our commitment to you, our commitment to our mandate that we will do better day after day for the development of our country as we build our nation. This afternoon, we are blessed to have our guest of honor and speaker, whom I will be introducing. First, to our guest speaker, please accept our thanks and gratitude for accepting our invitation and managing your time to be here at Batangas State University and address and inspire our graduates. Our guest speaker this afternoon is a dynamic and successful entrepreneur of today's generation. He is a recipient of the 10 Outstanding Young Men Awards, or the popular TOYM 2020 pandemic batch, just recently. He is a passionate advocate and an innovative entrepreneur who has always been at the forefront of movements who advocate for the rights of millions of motorcycle riders and commuters in the Philippines. He is a staunch advocate of inclusive mobility and sustainable transport, a champion of local brands, and an award-winning visual storyteller. He is the CEO and transport advocate of Angkas. If you heard Angkas. Narinig nyo na ba yun? Hindi pa? Angkas. Narinig nyo na? Okay. Or you just Google it. Angkas is the leading app-based ride-hailing service in the Philippines with over 4 million downloads and 30,000 biker partners. He also co-led the highly regarded private sector consumer campaign in collaboration with the Interagency Task Force Against Emerging Infectious Disease, or IATF, called Ingat, Angat, Tayong Lahat. This campaign brought together the largest brands and corporations in the country in an overwhelming display of unity to boost consumer confidence for economic recovery. George, as we shortly call him, is also the founder of Group of 5 awards such as SOFA, Boomerang, Anvils, and the Asian Digital Media Awards, to name a few. He is currently assisting in the communication of the National Vaccine Program. His organizational affiliations include Philippine Military Academy, Hinirang Class of 87, Honorary Member. Cyberworld, Vice President, Business Development from January 2008 to December 2008. X-Play Online Games, Chief Operating Officer, January 2009 to December 2010. IP Ventures Incorporated as Chief Investment Officer from January 2011 to December 2014. Magnum Air Incorporated, Skyjet, Chief Financial Officer, from January 2015 to October 2016. Also, in Solar Entertainment Corporation as Chief Revenue Officer from January 2015 to October 2016. Solar Entertainment Group, Chief Investment Officer from January 2015 to October 2016. Group of 5 Creative Concepts, Chief Executive Officer from October 2016 to December 2021. And the 𝗕𝘁𝗶𝘃𝗵𝗀 Incorporated or 𝗘𝘅𝗶𝗃𝗵𝗀 as Chief Advocate from 2016 to 2021, and now the CEO of 𝗘𝘅𝗶𝗃𝗵𝗀 just recently from January 2022 to present. Our guest of honor speaker is an entrepreneur himself. We also thank him for supporting our technopreneurship program at Batangas State University because we believe in technopreneurship, that Batangas State University empowers our students not only to be an employee of a company after graduation, but few years after will be employers themselves, that they will be employing other professionals after few years of their graduation as CEO of their own companies. That's how we train our students now. And because of that, we thank our resource person, our guest speaker, for supporting our techno programs. And he is committed to support even further. He was born in January 19, 1982 at General Santos City. He finished his elementary and secondary education at OB Montessori and took politics, philosophy, and economics course at University of Asia and the Pacific. At present, he is the new Chief Executive Officer of 𝗘𝘅𝗶𝗃𝗵𝗀, the leading up base in the Philippines. And ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you and give you our guest of honor speaker, Mr. 𝗕𝘅𝗲𝗿𝗀𝗃.
Thank you very much for that very humbling introduction. To the Batangas State University President, Dr. 𝗘𝘅𝗲𝗿𝗀𝗃𝗀, members of the Board of Regents, faculty and staff, parents, and to the batch of the 2022 graduates from the College of Engineering, College of Informatics and Computing Sciences, and College of Industrial Technology, a pleasant afternoon to all of you. Congratulations din dun sa mga cum laude ngayon. I guess mas nakaka-motivate pag nag-aaral sa bahay. Ika nga, sabi ni President 𝗘𝘅𝗀. For this afternoon's address, I draw upon the wisdom of an author. He's a leadership author, inspirational author. His name is 𝗕𝘅𝗲𝗄𝗃. He said, leadership is self-made. People who have deliberately decided to become problem solvers lead much better. Problem solving being the intent and making it deliberate to be one. You know, I don't know kung sino sa inyo hindi pa nakakaranas ng traffic. Lahat ba kayo nakaranas ng traffic? Taas ang kamay doon sa mga hindi nakakaranas ng traffic. So I guess lahat tayo dumaanan na sa traffic. It's not new to most of us, especially in the Philippines. In fact, back in 2019, tayo po ay nagkaroon ng magandang honor of being the #1 most traffic city in the world. Yan po ang Metro Manila. Buti na lang po na taga Batangas po kayo. Adapting to road congestion for many of us has always been a way of life. Since the easing of lockdowns and the return of face-to-face classes, we really expect traffic, no, to go back to pre-pandemic levels. Hopefully not as much, but mukhang nandun na po yung parating pag kayo'y nakabisita sa Metro Manila recently. If you live in Greater Manila, let's say Rizal, Cavite, Bulacan, and nagtatrabaho po kayo sa CBD ng Metro Manila, or Ortigas, Makati, or even BGC, the tendency is to spend huge amounts of time in the car or waiting in line sa terminal or dun sa inyong commute. So parang lahat po ng oras nyo is spent on commute. Marami po akong kilala, lalo po dun sa mga customers po namin. Dati, 5 a.m. nagigising para lang po makapunta sa trabaho ng 9. Uuwi po sila ng 7 p.m., makakarating po sila sa bahay nila ng 11 p.m. And then, next day, rinse and repeat. Ang problema po dito, marami po sa kanila, single parents na nagtatrabaho. So, ang nangyayari is they only see their children on the weekends. Imagine, as world, a scenario, a situation, na OFW po kayo sa sarili niyong syudad. Hindi po kayo nagtatrabaho sa ibang bansa, sa ibang lugar, sa sarili niyo pong syudad. And this, katulad po sinabi ng 𝗕𝘁𝗃𝗃, this congestion in one road in Metro Manila, we call 𝗕DSA, leads or constitutes to about 2.5 billion pesos a day in lost productivity. But more than that, it has become an attack to the quality of life for many Filipinos. And you know, congestion is a funny thing. Congestion always follows economic progress. Pag nakakita po tayo ng congestion, ibig sabihin, gumaganda po ang ekonomiya natin. But we need to apply critical thinking and creativity to be able to quickly address on how we grow, but also solve the problems brought about by that growth. When we started Angkas 5 years ago, our goal was to make commuting in urban areas more efficient by providing more options to commuters. We saw the opportunity to solve one of the deepest and most culturally ingrained problems in the country by providing what we call inclusive mobility to Filipinos. Simple lang po yan. Dapat po lahat ng Pilipino may access sa transportasyon. That's what we call inclusive mobility. Kasi po dati, pag hindi po kayo mayaman, wala po kayong access sa kotse. Meron naman po tayong public transportation, pero hindi po ganun kaganda. Hindi po ganun ka-efficient. At minsan sira-sira. So we took it upon ourselves to provide that gap in the community, in society, to be able to address that problem. Angkas has been the driving force of economic growth by providing logistical support to small businesses and to owners, creating a sustainable livelihood for our partner riders. We have always been an advocate for the welfare of our riders. Our platform gave them a chance to earn and to provide for themselves and their family. Alam niyo po, we have 30,000 bikers. Dati po, sila ay nagsa-side hustle sa habal-habal, minsan nagdi-deliver on the side, mga 1/3 po sa kanila trabaho. Ang alam lang po nila sumakay ng motorsiklo. Pero bago dumating yung angkas, ang problema is, sa pananaw ng gobyerno, ang pagsasakay ng pasahero sa motorsiklo at pagbibigay ng fare or ng fee, or paghihingi ng fee, ay illegal. So itong mga tao na gusto lang kumita at mag-provide sa kanilang pamilya, ay hinahabol ng pulis, hinahabol ng ating gobyerno, kasi hindi po tama yung ginagawa nila. So their behavior by providing for their family was a criminal act. And this is what we set out to do. We brought back dignity to these drivers, and now our drivers earn more than 3 times the minimum wage on average. Marami po sa mga bikers namin, manager na opisina, nagpa-part-time po sa amin, and so on and so forth. na talagang ang gusto nilang gawin ay kumita para alagaan ang kanilang pamilya. So, what we decided to do was to really solve problems in a holistic manner. We wanted to change how motorcycle riding is perceived kasi marami po nagsasabi na delikado po to, masama po yan, buwis buhay, kalahati po ng iyong paa nasa hukay na. Yan po ang mga connotations ng dating motorsiklo. So nag-invest po kami sa rider partners. Tinuruan po namin, binigyan po namin ng insurance, binigyan namin ng training. At dahil po dito, ang aming accident rate after millions of rides na umabot po hanggang Korte Suprema ay 0.003%. Undeniable. Sa sobrang sinasabi na dapat gawin tong illegal dahil hindi po siya ligtas. Ilang milyong beses po namin na-prove na pag tinuruan mo ang Pilipino, pag binigyan mo ng proper training, pag binigyan mo ng magandang edukasyon, you equip them with the right tools, sila po ay susunod and they will become productive citizens of our country. And this is why we remain alive and persistent and resilient and resistant until today, after 5 years. We fight for the rights of 18 million motorcycle owners in the country. Most of them are from low-income family households. We gave them a voice. We gave them the dignity that what they're doing is not a criminal act. What they're doing is good for the economy, and they are contributors to the economy. Most of them come from really humble communities. They hustle every single day, armed only with a dream to be given a chance to take care of their families. A dream they fight for daily, and a dream they make true every single day they go out on the streets, long before we came along. This battle has been in the legislative arena for almost 2 decades. We've been in existence for 5 years, pero 20 years na po ito pinag-uusapan at tinatalakay sa Kongreso. This has been one of the roadblocks that 𝗕𝘁𝗺𝗃 wants to clear out, to help pass a law that will allow and regulate the use of motorcycles for business, for hire in a safe manner, sufficient, and become an economic alternative mode of public transport. 𝗕𝘁𝗺 is in the forefront of this battle because we believe that it will benefit millions. This is our ultimate contribution to nation building. The fight isn't over. We've been successful so far, and we will face whatever problems that come before us headstrong. So now, ito ang challenge ko sa inyo. After the pandemic, marami pong nagbago sa ating buhay. Marami pong bagong sistema ang ating in-implement. Nagkaroon po tayo ng online classes. Ngayon, papasok na ng face-to-face. So my challenge to you is, for the future before you, create the future that you believe in. Co-create the future that you believe in. You need to make it a better place for you and for your community. And that is in your hands. Your generation will experience more problems than the predecessors because we gave you a lot of problems, right? Climate change, trade wars, so on and so forth. Use your education to fuel a better future. Not just for yourself, but for the community that raised you. Not everyone will have the same platform to spark change, but you are already in a greater position than most. So take advantage of the resources that you have. Use your voice to help your communities solve real problems. Lalabas na po kayo sa mundo. Gagawa na po kayo ng magandang trabaho. Magpupursige na po kayo. Sana naman po, ang ipursige natin is to solve real problems. And trust me when I say this. Pag kayo ay nakahanap ng problema at nagkaroon ng solusyon, nabigyan nyo ng solusyon yung problema na yon, there will be positive feedback from the community at pwede rin po kayong yumaman dahil doon. Ganun lang po kasimple. So you really focus on identifying those problems. The good thing about the Philippines, marami po tayong problema. But I don't see that as problem. I see that as lots of opportunities. Dahil marami tayong problema, maraming oportunidad na solbahin yon at marami pang oportunidad na kumita. As students, you have been faced with obstacles, especially this batch. 2 years na face-to-face, 2 years online. Yet, nandito kayo. You're all here. Katulad nga lang sabi ng ating President 𝗘𝘅𝗁 is nakaraos din. You're closing another chapter in your life and opening a new one. You fought the most silent battles and came out stronger and victorious. You are the problem solvers, and that makes you leaders. This alone deserves the highest praise, and I am proud of you making it here today. You know, before I end my speech, I want to relate life to one of the many facets of our being Pinoy, commuting. Ang buhay ay parang pagko-commute lamang. Napaka-unpredictable pag minsan. We want it to be as predictable as possible, inaayos natin, pinaplano natin. Pero minsan akala mo mabilis ang biyahe, pero di inaasahan may ginagawa pa lang kalsada. O yung jeepney driver mo kumuha ng shortcut na dapat na pampabilis, mas tumagal. Sa umaga, papasok kang fresh, lalabas kang mangdirigma. Buti na lang may angkas. Kaya lang nasa Manila. Sa Batangas, malapit na. In life, there are many roadblocks and delays. May kalsadang malubak, meron ding kalsadang patag. Ang iba sa biyahe, baka naka-kotseng maganda. Iba naman naka-taxi, naka-jeep, naka-tricycle o habal. Pero ano man ang sasakyan, iba-iba man ang ruta, laging tandaan na importante ay hindi kung paano tayo nagsimula, kundi ang pagdating sa ating paroroonan. It's never how you start, but always how you end that matters. Nagsisimula pa lang ang biyahe para sa inyo at hangad ko ang inyong tagumpay. Ito yung first milestone nyo. Sabi ni President 𝗘𝘅𝗁 kanina, wala na pong magtuturo sa iyo. But outside these walls is the school of life. And what you will always need to implement to yourself is you always need to become a forever student of life. Kahit may trabaho na po kayo, kahit may sarili na kayong kampanya, kahit may sarili na kayong pamilya, you will always continue to be mastering life. A forever student, always curious. It is very daunting to go out on your own. Pero believe me when I say this. If you want to change things, you alone can change. One man's courage can spark a majority. We started Angkas with less than 10 people. Siguro mga 5 o 6 lang po kami. Today, we are 30,000 in 5 years. We started Angkas, nagalit ang lahat ng tao sa motorsiklo, gustong sipain, naninira ng side mirror, gustong sagasaan. Ngayon po, milyon-milyon ang may positibong pananaw sa motorsiklo na hinahangad nila ngayon isang bayani na tumulong sa kanila nung pandemic at tumutulong sa kanila ngayon na dalhin sila mula A to B in a safe and fast manner. Please become leaders, become CEOs. This is a batch of 400, 500 students. This is a batch of 400, 500 new corporations, new companies that will give many, many more employment. You, as leaders, will be able to do this. Be courageous. May you live a life of purpose, have an endless passion for one thing that you need. Your guiding principle is you are always set out to solve problems. You always set out to solve problems. That is your guiding light. And with that, keep an undying spirit in always uplifting the community. When you're solving a problem, you're always uplifting the community. You're always fixing things for the people around you. And from small solutions can give birth to bigger solutions, bigger community, bigger positive impact. So congratulations to the graduating batch of 2022. At ako ay sobrang sigurado na ang ating bansa ay tunay na mabubuhay na may maayos na kinabukasan dahil sa inyo. Maraming salamat po.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Mr. 𝗕𝘅𝗲𝗿𝗀𝗀𝗃. A round of applause, please, for the inspirational Chief Executive